it's that or visit a hag or the mad wizard at this point, and the druids maybe seem a bit more manageable. I don't know.
I would not underestimate the forest folk. But if you have a lead there for something, I would go there cautiously.
Where's my circle at?
I was gonna say, give this man a protractor.
Someone get the circle.
The
Right.
question, he rose a good point though. If we make our way to the vineyard and there's nowhere to rest there, we're going to have to fend off the night.
Well, lads, I can build us a shelter if need be. We can maybe scout it out, and if it looks dangerous, we can take shelter in my hut.
I would like a short rest. That attack I did, I cannot do it without regaining some strength.
I could do with one as well.
I could use one.
Beware of that.
The
We
sun
should
is
rest.
going down quick.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I need you all to roll a d20 if you're gonna take your short rest.
Well,
All right, we're
indeed.
retconning this. You're all fine. Let's get fucking moving forward. All right.
All right. Holy shit. Lesson learned. Don't
20
sleep in the
minutes
fog.
putting me through fake madness.
No, you still have your madness.
Yeah, we should head back to the tower. We probably should have just headed out in the morning anyways, but yeah.
Lesson
yeah.
learned. Jesus.
All right, so as you all start to turn around and head back towards the tower, the fog starts to thicken and envelop the path backwards. The way forward seems much clearer.
Forward we go.
They just put out faces.
Is this the place?
Yeah, this is the place. You see that silhouette over there? That's the winery.
Okay. Well, I think we just hope for the best.
That's pretty much all we can do at this point, right?
Yeah,
Lady Wachter has killed the Baron and his wife.
Oh, God, I won't say I miss the Baron, but Lady Wachter, that's... tell me more.
Well, we were in no way involved, but it would seem that
Give me a deception check.
Nat 20.
Why'd you have to do it?
Nat 20, he believes everything I'm about to tell him.
As you take watch, Albert, and your fellows begin to bed down and pass off into sleep. You can't quite make it out, but one of them seems eerily familiar, wearing cloth as a holy person would in this case. And you slowly start to see that figure trudge down the road, alone at first, and then gathered with more adventurers of the Fallen in that case. As he transforms into this large raven-type beast, he does mutter one word: "Scorn!" Awesome. So yeah, you all were whisked away from Vallaki last session after you led a revolt of the masters, if you will, in Vallaki, and didn't turn out quite how you thought it would. But it seems you have met a new ally, and it seems we are back out in the wilds of Barovia, not as safe behind the walls of Vallaki as we were. And you all start coming to in this cramped little tower. Van Richten is sitting in his seat, right where you all remember him, and he's starting to get the stove up and running again to kind of warm all of your weary bones, if you will.
Von Richten, is there anything we can do to help you around the tower?
I mean, the tower's only really a temporary residence at this point. I don't think we should stay here for too long if we can help it.
That ring of yours, you said it blocks scrying or something of that nature, correct? Is there an area in which that works?
So on the tower itself, it works as an area. I've put a spell in place here. The ring only works for me, and it blocks or others' abilities to read my thoughts and such.
Did you make that ring yourself, or?
Oh, no, I picked this up along my travels.
And you said you put yourself here purposely, right?
I mean, yes.
Just baffling to me.
It's not so baffling when you are a monster hunter, wouldn't you think?
I mean, yeah, but this is such a commitment. Did you come with anyone else?
No. I see that someone might have followed me here from the outside, but I did come here by myself.
Hmm.
So, gentlemen, what will you be doing next?
Bapef slowly awakens and cracks his joints and yawns. Looks to the group. Well, gentlemen, are we heading off to look into these druids?
I'd like to say we're going to kill some druids. No offense, Bapef.
None taken. Sometimes druids are bad guys.
So you're all off to Yester Hill then?
Unless you have something else to advise us on, I believe that's the next path we're gonna try to pursue.
Is there a particular reason?
Well, really, we're still kind of confused about a lot of the readings we have, and we've been there already and initially taken down. I forget whether it was just a few of the druids or a few of their lackeys, but really, it's that or visit a hag or the mad wizard at this point, and the druids maybe seem a bit more manageable. I don't know.
I would not underestimate the forest folk. But if you have a lead there for something, I would go there cautiously. You said you've already been to Yester Hill? Or
We've been north of it to the winery. It seems some of the creatures came out of the forest and invaded the winery. And, we
Yeah.
helped the farmers get their stuff back, kinda, I guess.
the Martikovs, you mean?
Is there something we should know about them?
I've been looking into their family. As I understand it, they're good folk. I have no reason to distrust them.
I think that marks the first thing we've done right this entire campaign.
Hey, there's always, something new.
Hey, and the tower's still standing. That's a win.
Mike,
Yeah,
I got a
that-
2 and a 20.
Cool. A 20, huh? Need you to start rolling those on the machine.
I just did. You don't see it in the group? Oh shit! I wrote this up here. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
You're good. I believe you, man.
I'm still taking a picture because I got not 20 important.
Now duplicate that picture. You got 2.
Do you have any questions about the info I've given you about Strahd and his cohorts?
Go ahead.
You said he was not like most other vampires. Is there anything that you could tell us that he perhaps is vulnerable or weak to, or even if it's not necessarily a weakness, but something that might be able to be useful information for us? Anything we can use to get to this guy.
I mean, he's still living, and that I haven't found any vulnerabilities. The only thing I can think of that will work is possibly a stake through the heart, but I don't think anybody's gotten close enough to do that.
So really, that's That's gonna be our only option, huh? It
I know,
seems.
as far as I know, if you figure out anything, I'd be open to hearing it.
Well, you being a beast hunter and all, if we need some advice and we find out some more information, we'll definitely come back and run it by you.
I might not be here if you come back. I think I'm going to head back to Vallaki in this case. I may, depending on if you're lucky, be here, but I have some unfinished business there.
Well, perhaps if we leave something here and you come by while we're not here and you're not here, to convey that we need to meet.
That would be amenable to me. I can't promise I'll be able to make it depending on what's happening. The wagon you see out front is a cohort of mine, Esmeralda. If you come across her, and I'm not at the tower, I ask that you do come see me in Vallaki as soon as possible.
Very well. And if we come passing by here and you're not here and we miss you, I will, and Bapef reaches into his pocket, leave some acorns by the front door.
That's completely fair. Yeah.
Is there? You said he has multiple brides. Are they there by choice, or have they been captured?
Most of Strahd's cohort is there due to wants of power themselves. I wouldn't say any of those who are awakened or awake, not confined to their tombs, don't want to be there.
What about Irina? Do you know the story with her? Because she seemed to be avoiding him at all costs.
I've just heard that Strahd has had an obsession with her. I couldn't tell you what the reason is for, but I just know that he's stopped at nothing to get her, and he finally has her now.
I think that's something.
They must be good friends.
That's
Unfortunately,
something.
I think in order to get Irina, unless she's been put somewhere, we would have to get into something with Strahd directly.
Well, it seems like you are on his radar now. You must have done something for him to take an interest in you, I would say. Something tells me you'll be seeing a lot more of him, or at the very least, a lot more of his compatriots.
Fun.
Have you been able to kill any of his past compatriots, or?
I've killed some of his spawn, but no one that's quite close to him. I haven't been able to get that close. It's been a disheartening experience, to say the least.
And he knows you're here, obviously. Have you?
I mean, he would love to get his hands on me. I've escaped him thus far, but yes, he absolutely knows I'm here. I've made my way to the castle once before. Didn't turn out as quite the way I would like it, though.
Oh, you
What
say
can you
you've
tell us
gone to the
about that?
castle? How did that go?
I was injured and hurried quite easily. I won't lie. There's been many a failed revolt against Strahd, and all ends up the same.
We've heard of these failed revolts. Was it you alone that went, or did you try to convince the individuals of this land to go with you?
I have stirred some of the common folk. It's mostly a ruse, if I'm being completely honest. I think sacrifice is a worthy thing to take out a monster like Strahd.
Well, we've already sacrificed quite a good bit.
I understand that you mourn the loss of your friend, but it's probably going to take more sacrifice than just that to get out of Barovia.
I would imagine so as well.
Bapef begins to eat his ration for the day.
I'll do the same.
Well, I hope this tree is a good idea, lads.
Again, I would not take the forest oak very lightly. They're quite ferocious.
Perhaps would you think paying a visit to a hag would be safer?
I mean, I'll leave that for you to decide. Don't envy either position, but again, if you have a lead, I would follow that lead.
Fair enough.
Well, gentlemen, I did have a dream about the windmill. It was quite a frightening one, but
Well,
I did have a dream about it.
we can do
But
worse.
it is much
than
further
trusting-
away.
We can do worse than trusting a wizard's dreams.
I was just about to say, be careful with your dreams. They might not be coming from the typical place dreams come from. Strahd has mastery over this realm, so again, I would take special care.
What time of day is it?
It is evening, going into night.
Well, do we want to stay here for the rest of the night, and so we can head out in the morning? I'm assuming we're not going to try to travel the road at night.
I think that's safest.
Well, if you are going to part after me, I do just ask that you shut the door. I will be on my way shortly.
And the password to get in was Drusilla?
Drusilla, yes.
Okay.
And with that, if there's no more questions, Von Richten is going to stoke the stove and stand up, and he's going to get on the lift, and it's going to start to creak ever so slightly down as he begins to make his way away from the tower.
All right, gentlemen, do we have a plan for the grove? Or we just want to head to the winery and check in there, or do we want to possibly head over to the wench?
Excuse my naiveness, but what are we doing? Chalo says the new.
Chalo,
Naivete.
Yeah.
before you grouped up with us, we had ran an errand to the winery to restore the wine supply to Vallaki. We ran into some not so friendly druids there, and they retreated after we put quite a whooping on them to an area to the north, which hints to one of the tarot cards that we've gotten.
There's some sort of stones that we're supposed to be retrieving as well. Am I the only one that remembers the stones?
What kind of stones?
I may need to just jog my memory here for a minute if no one else remembers.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check.
A
You remember that the winery, the reason it can produce wine is because of magical gems. Right now, 2 of those 3 gems are missing. One of them is to be with the Druids, and they believe the other is at the ruins of Berez with a hag. And that is what you got from, I believe, Damien Martikov at the winery.
yeah.
So
Hi,
it sounds
lads.
like we either fight druids or deal with a hag.
One of 2 hags.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or go see the Mad Wizard.
Well, we all know what Albert's vote is.
I will say, if you decide to go to the Mad Wizard, it is going to be through the woods and multiple days, depending on which route you take.
Well, I don't have one of those spectral steeds, so maybe something a little closer to start.
Well, gentlemen, if there's action, I'm all about it. But I must warn you that I do get very angry, if you haven't noticed, especially in the heat of battle. But particularly if I get hurt pretty good, I get so angry that I just lose all control and start hitting anything and everything. So if you just see me in that state, it's best you just stay away from me.
If you hit me, I'll cast Fireball on you.
We will keep
and
our
so-
distance.
I may not be able to help myself. Just know that it is something that does happen.
And to take this into a meta place, Geo has a deficit or a defect, if you will, from being in Barovia so long, and so if he takes a certain amount of damage, he attacks the nearest person to him.
That's good to know.
Is that as a reaction or it's like his turn?
His turn and his reaction.
Okay.
So best to keep you in the center of all the enemies.
That's where I'd love to be anyway.
And we will be far away.
Sounds good
Got
to
it.
me. So no letting him be in the front when we're in a small, confined space.
Wait, Albert, is there any way you can just teleport him into the next group of enemies we see?
Let me look through my spell book.
That would be quite a spectacle, assuming he doesn't die.
I don't think so. I'd have to pick up Dimension Door, and then I would have to go with him. But in theory, if I had Dimension Door, I could teleport in with him, and then bonus action, Misty Step out, and have like a teleporting. Or we could just have, somebody strong shove him.
We don't have anyone strong.
I also have lightning lure, and I can grab him to me if I'm ever in the thick of it.
Is that like a pool based on distance?
Yeah, 15 yards.
So what's the range on it though?
15 yards.
Oh,
30
it
yards.
sucks.
30 yards.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. So if he's 30 yards away and you pull in 15, and there's a group of mobs in between you and him, congratulations, you're now in the thick of it.
Let's fucking go.
So we got some options. We just ping pong him around.
Let's table talking real quick. What do you guys want to run? The Grove or the Grape? The Druids is killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
theory.
And we're close.
We're
It's close.
here. We're here now.
To get to the windmill is a bit of a hike.
Yeah. And this is like a we must do this kind of thing.
Plus, once we get that gem, we know which hag to go to next. And that's like the next step that seems most linear to me.
Here. Perhaps Bapef can get that information from our evil druids.
Or we can kill them and then speak with dead if anyone has that.
Yeah, I have, in my experience with druids, if they're not going to be playing ball, they're not going to play ball at all.
Well, druids are typically wood-based things, right?
Typically, fauna and such.
Fire beats wood every game of fire, wood, water I've ever played.
Yes.
Yes, but they can also
Wood
control
and
other
lightning.
elements like water and lightning. Bapef
Fire does not beat water.
holds his hand out and water drips from his fingers.
Oh, you're very sweaty, Bapef. You should perhaps get somewhere near a breeze, get away from this fire. It's just going to bring the stench back.
Oh, we're cramped. You guys can smell Bapef. There's no getting away from it.
I gave you a bath like 3 or 4 days ago. I guess we have been through.
That's a couple days.
Make sure you bathe your Bapef. So how would it work if... About how much travel time is it to the vineyard?
It depends. Yeah, you're not going to know until you get out on the road.
1 square is a quarter mile, according to the
And it is dark, sun's down.
Sun is going down. It is the evening time. 1 square is a quarter of a mile.
Just take another nappy?
That's what I'm thinking.
Or we waste
Don't want to
some
waste
time
the
on
nat
it.
20 on the portent, honestly. Is where...
We could at very least walk outside and make sure Rictavio has made his way away safely.
Are you going to...
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 miles away.
Four and a
So-
half.
I
would
was
say.
about to say 4.5, 5.
I mean, we're all pretty
you could
healthy.
walk that in 2 hours.
They're about the
we're all-
same. Yeah.
Do we have 2 hours of sunlight left?
It's evening, and the sun is just about to crest down.
That's assuming we can stay in the windmill.
You're going to the windmill now?
The tower.
No, we're in the tower, is I think
Yeah.
what he's referencing.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
We survived long enough, haven't we? Or we've survived this up to this point. I
Says
think we,
the guy with the
that's
next
the, only,
character.
that's the only guy who had a character die.
Let me ask you
assault
this,
druids
Hojo
at
Bobo.
night.
No, I think the plan would be to get to the winery and then assault them in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Let me ask you this, angry little man. Is there anything you've learned that could help us travel through these areas at night, or what do you typically do?
I find it best to just bring the fight to whatever's lurking out there, for the most part. But I will say that it sounds that you've had more dangerous encounters thus far than I have, so take that with a grain
How
of salt.
long have you been here?
A very, very long time.
And how have you not had dangerous encounters?
I mean, I fought your common wolf here and your random monstrosity there, but vampires and such haven't
You're
quite.
you're allowed to embellish a little bit, Geo. It's okay.
I've fought the critters of the forest. Never any vampires or any headless horsemen, to say. So
How have you not come across packs of wolves and...
Maybe he's
I
just
don't-
lucky, Albert.
the wolves are no problem for Chalo.
I think what Chalo is saying is that he hasn't come across any foes that he has not easily overcome.
Right. No one at the Strahd or headless horseman caliber, I would say.
I just find it odd that you haven't had to encounter these things that we have just encountered nonstop To be honest with you.
Well, we also had Irina
I'm
with
starting
us,
to
and we
think
also
I
have a
should've-
vampire after us, and
I'm starting
maybe
to think I
Chalo
should've-
lays low.
Maybe I should have stayed with Rictavio if you guys have a death wish.
Geo, you have encountered quite a bit since you've been in Barovia. Just to put it out there,
Okay.
the most adventurers come here and die pretty rapidly. So you're one of the lucky few, the cream that have risen to the top, along with your other adventuring friends here, if you will. So
Okay.
you fought in some things, and you've been in danger.
I take back
You
what I
just
just
haven't
said.
been cool enough to get on Strahd's radar. We'll put it that way.
I've actually, they're pretty mighty foes out there, but they're no match for me. Let's just walk it. Honestly, what's the worst that could happen?
We all die. That's
Well, you said
the
you've
worst
been
that
here a
could
while.
happen.
How would you ask a question like that?
That's true.
But you know what? If you're feeling confident, lead the way, my friend.
All right, let's. Anyone too afraid can stay here.
I'll
Wait,
just
doesn't the mist come out at night? Is that like a guaranteed thing?
The
At
mist is
night.
always around.
It's always
Yeah,
there.
like
Yeah, but don't you get levels of exhaustion for traveling through it at night, or is that just
that's just
specific
off the
events?
road. That's when you're off the road.
All right, fuck it.
Well, Albert's usually the first to run, so he can stay behind if you'd like.
Are we going out the front door?
I think there only is one door.
Is that the plan? Is everybody down for going tonight?
I don't see why not.
All right, let's do it.
Elzeiros?
I think it's as good a plan as any. We are kind of just spinning the wheels without moving here.
Muru? You good?
Lead on.
As we walk out of the tower, I take a quick second to 11 minutes to summon my steed. And I
11
don't forget to
minutes.
close the door.
We're running out of sunlight here, dog. Like,
Actually, yeah, I'll just start walking with these fellas.
He's already getting ready to run, boys. He's already getting ready to run.
Well, I just wanted to be able to go. But I closed the door behind us because he said close the door. And we begin walking towards the vineyard.
What's
Reversed.
the word to lock the door?
No,
Drusilla.
there's a
It's
word
a-
to unlock it. It's
Drusilla.
Drusilla.
Drusilla's, yeah.
Just don't open it without saying that. Or we all die.
can you guys fucking hear me?
Now I
Yeah,
can.
now.
Okay, cool. It's like, am I talking to myself here? Perfect. Yeah. So you guys step outside.
You died again.
We stepped outside, and that's when he cut off.
Yeah.
Please stand by for technical issues.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So hold on. That's cool. If I touch the little strip, it goes mute. That's awesome, actually. So cool. You guys can hear me though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I bought something without knowing all the fucking features, so forgive me here as I explore and find fun things. Yeah, so you step outside. The sun seems to be setting quite rapidly, but you begin along your path, and we'll say you get to the crossroads just beyond here, and as you're walking through the woods here, go ahead and put your little character tokens here. Or actually here. It's better.
So as we're walking down the road,
Yeah, so as you guys come to the crossroad here, everything with the last little bit of sunlight, everything seems to go quite still and quiet. I'm going to need a perception check from Chalo at the front of the pack here. Yeah, Chalo, with that check, you sense eyes watching you nearby. You can't quite make out what might be off into the woods here, but you feel like something's going on.
Hey, gentlemen. Getting a eerie feeling about this intersection. Keep your eyes out, and let's get through this quickly.
DM, is this an accurate portrayal of the shrubbery and trees here? Is it very green, or is it like dead wood?
It's like dead. There's some of the trees show some signs of vegetation, but it's not as sparkly and clear as the map portrays.
Would you consider it flammable?
I wouldn't consider it flammable. Barovia is quite damp. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very moist.
Yeah.
Moisty, moisty.
Lads, double time.
Yeah, go ahead and
oyster out here,
move
boys.
your speed. Go ahead and move your speed. Each one of your characters there.
Since he alerted us that something was watching us, can Albert take a look around and see?
I mean, if you want to go ahead and give a quick look around. All right. Go ahead, Albert. Yeah, so you take a look. It's not quite as or you can't quite make out the same things that the Chalos might or may not have heard in that case. For all you know, he's just being overly cautious, which is a good thing for an adventuring party.
Especially one as brazen as Chalo.
Exactly. And Elzeiros, as you shoot a path off through the woods there, just
you cut off out again.
Yes.
go ahead and give me a perception check as well.
All right. I don't see shit.
No, as you make your way, you don't quite see the things that lurk off within the rocks there. And as you all make your way towards the crossroads, it does seem that the woods themselves come alive in this case. We're going to go ahead and roll for initiative, or it looks like we've already done it, but go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh my God.
LOL.
Fuck.
Much druid, many blight.
Yeah, what is so E Bapef is a
We need Albert to
12.
roll higher.
Dude, I always roll shit initiatives.
Sam.
Oh, there we go.
Not this time around.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that's your time to shine.
I'm saving my spells for marriage.
And I need one from Elzeiros here.
Sorry, perception again?
No, initiative.
Oh shit, thank you. Ooh, that was good.
Perfect. Awesome. So with that, the surprise isn't quite as they would like it to be, but you all are surrounded, and Albert, you go first in this case.
Druid. Where's my circle at?
I was gonna say, give this man a protractor.
Someone get the circle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's.
Oh.
You good with that?
Where's the so the center of it is right on the other side of the tree. So Druid D, we're gonna say, doesn't take the damage because it is on the other side of the tree.
Okie dokie.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
All right. And we're just going to go ahead and say all of those twigs and tree blights die. If you want to roll the damage, you can, but I don't think they're going to make it through Fireball.
If you're saying they're dead, I'll just take the W.
Yeah, I mean, they're quite low level, so we'll just go ahead and call that in that case. Elzeiros, it is your turn.
Wait.
What?
I want to get away from this druid.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just going to step over here and face the druid and be like, you're next.
Got it.
Who is this man?
All right. I'm gonna take a step. And how much higher are these guys higher than me?
They're we'll say 10 feet or 5 feet up.
Close enough to stab the little ankles.
Yeah, close enough to stab a little ankles. You removed yourself from the thing. God damn it!
I fixed it. Oh, I took it. I'm sorry.
I'll do this. I'll move up here on that rock right there.
All right, for Needle Blight B.
And then I'll bonus action mark him and swing.
Cool.
I'll mark that off. All right. 21.
Yeah, that hits absolutely.
11. Do I need to roll more damage?
No. So how does this Needle Blight go down?
I'm just gonna do a lunging slash. Trying to get up on the rock and just slash him open and have him spill out in the thorns he is.
Yeah, you just falls back into a bundle of twigs in that case.
All right, that's it. That's my turn.
Perfect. You get 2 attacks, my man.
I know, but I'm not close enough. I can't move and attack the other guy.
Ah, gotcha. Perfect. It is Chalo. It is your turn.
Ooh, I'm gonna take one step
Chalo
towards
time.
Druid A. Bonus action, rage. See my blood start to boil, eyes get bloodshot. Not completely out of control, but it could be easily set off. And I'm gonna take a couple swings at Druid A.
All right. Yeah, that absolutely hits.
no!
Let's go. All right,
God
so
damn.
Let's go. Chalo's the crit monster.
do both of those hit, Mike, or just the crit?
No, they both hit.
Oh, nice. All right, so all of these, except for actually, this is going to be +4. Wow. Huge crit. Huge crit. Huge crit.
This is what you get
Yeah.
for playing a fucking Dex.
And then this is +2, so 10 + 5, 15.
It does the +2 for you with the rage and stuff, I believe.
No, it does the +2 just regular. Because
Did
my
you turn
regular
rage
is
on? Because it should like count in there.
If you hit in the right spot on your character sheet, it'll
You have
add
to
it.
click to activate your rage itself, but I don't know if there's a rage on-off toggle. I think there's just a use charge counter.
Got it. Is that your turn now?
that is my turn, yeah.
Yeah, that druid was expecting a lot more damage to come out of you.
So was I.
So it is Twig Blight A's turn, and he's just gonna run up and attack the nearest. And actually, F and B are gonna do the same thing. And Bazzlo, you're gonna get attacked 3 times here by our little Twig Blights. Let's go ahead and say. One, 2 hits, 2 hit, and you are going to take 10 damage from two of these little twig blights as they run up and start scratching and clawing at you in that case.
Right.
Perfect. And E Bapef, it is your turn.
Sweet. Does that also trigger my sentinel? Immediately
does it
after a
trigger your
creature
sentinel?
within 5 feet of you or hits.
Something that's not you, right?
Yeah. So the first one, I'm going to hit Twig Blight B, just regular.
You only get to strike one time with
As
Sentinel.
my reaction, yeah.
Yep.
And then it's your turn, so you get your reaction back.
Yep. So I'm going to hit him once. That's a nat 1 to hit, so I miss.
Yeah, that just and with that natural one, you take a wild swing at this twig blight. In that case, your weapon does hit the ground, and you are now weaponless.
All right. And what does it take to retrieve my weapon?
One action.
Oh, action. Jesus. Yeah, I'm going to use my action to pull my staff. You see me struggle to pull it out, and I wiggle it free. And with my bonus action, I'm going to angrily look at this twig blight as I cast Shillelagh on my staff, and it begins to glow with a green glow. And that's my
Is
turn.
that your turn? Awesome. And it is now Druid A's turn, as he stares down at all of you in this case. He starts to speak in a tongue that you might recognize, Bapef, if you weren't too busy pulling up your staff from the fucking ground in this case. And he's going to move around Chalo here ever so slightly, and he's going to cast Thunder Wave at the first level. And I am going to
On who?
need... what is it? 15
Counterspell.
foot from this thing. Are you going to use Counterspell?
I'm gonna go ahead and use Counterspell.
All right, I will take that all fucking day, buddy. And it fizzles out in that case. And it is now Druid B's turn. And he's going to do the exact same thing.
Thank God I canceled one of them.
Perfect.
Dare I again?
And I'm
No,
going to
you can't.
need a Constitution saving throw from Bapef, Bazzlo, and Muurujin, as well as the little twig blights.
All right, what kind of saving throw? Con.
A Constitution.
Boom.
Awesome.
Oh wait, I can use cutting words.
So, 2d8.
Oh, no,
So,
I can't.
oh man, does everybody fucking get hit by that?
I was going to say it's like close to 14. I don't know what it is exactly.
There. Spell. Okay, so Bapef, you're gonna take half damage on this roll here, and you're not gonna be pushed back. But you take 7 damage from the one of those blasts, and then for you, Bazzlo, you're gonna be pushed back 10 feet, and you're gonna take 10 damage. And Muurujin, you're gonna take 13 damage and be pushed back 10 feet as well.
Okay.
Perfect. And that is Druid B's turn. It is now Druid C's turn. And Druid C is going to go ahead and cast Entangle at the first level. In essentially... this area. Oh, but good news is Twig Blight A and B and F all got blown the fuck away. Okay, so for Entangle, I am going to need you all to go ahead and give me Strength saving throw, please. That are within that circle.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
3, 7. Okay. So you, everybody who okay. So Muurujin, E Bapef, and Bazzlo, you are all restrained at this point. Perfect. And I'm gonna go ahead and Albert, yeah, Albert, you're fine, buddy. You made it through there pretty easily, but again, you are all restrained. Your movement is 0 until you break the restraint. In this case, these vines start creeping up out of the ground, and they start wrapping themselves around your legs. In this case, they don't feel too great. And it is Druid D's turn. And Druid D is going to go ahead and cast Shillelagh, and then going to go ahead and take a swing at you, Albert.
Mm-hmm.
And it hits, and you're going to go ahead and take 6 bludgeoning damage. And what is Shillelagh? The weapons die damage because of combat, and you just take 6 damage from Druid D there. He takes his staff in his hands, and you see this green putrid glowing light, and he just whacks you with that stick. And it is now Needleblight's turn over here. He's gonna go ahead and get a shot off at you, Elzeiros here. Let's see if he hits with needles. And he misses. He shoots something at you ever so quickly, and you dart out of the way. In this case, and Bazzlo, it is now your turn.
As I am stuck here, up to my knees in vines, I pull out my flute, and I look over at Druid D, and I cast Vicious Mockery. I say, "Oi, little druid, you look like you're old enough to be my nephew. Leave that old man alone." And I need a Wisdom 15 saving throw.
All right. And he fails that.
All right. 6 damage.
Perfect.
And then... Can I use a bonus spell to try to unentangle myself, or is that just...
I think with restraint, a creature is restrained. It can use its action.
Strength check.
Yeah.
I got the
So,
same
action.
spell.
Okay. Da-da-da. I'm going to use a bardic inspiration on Chalo.
Hey.
You have 1d8. 10 minutes. And that's my turn.
And how do you
Perfect.
inspire him?
I say, I think you need a new catchphrase, Chalo. It's Chalo time. Hoping that'll pump him up.
Is that what is that on again? Is that on saving throws and
Ability checks, attack roll, or saving throw. So you could use it on attack roll as well.
okay.
Muru.
all right. Let's see here. I am rooted in place.
Typically not a burden for a spellcaster, depending on how close you are to combat.
Yeah. Kind of line of sight I have. All right, we're gonna cast Magic Missile at the first level on Druid C.
Let's steer it. Let's get that damage.
One, two, three, four.
Nice. That is quite a bit of damage. 10, 16, 20 damage. Awesome. So as you these bits of force come out of your focus, I would imagine, and they collide with a Druid C, and he doubles over and comes back up out of breath in this case, and he looks pretty fucking beat up after that. Elzeiros. Actually, it is back at the top of the turn order, and from the wood emerges a man who's just got this, or without a shirt and covered in face paint and things like that. He definitely looks like he's from the elk of the druid here, but he is quite hulking and looks quite furious in this case. And it is your turn, Elzeiros.
I will pull out my bow, and I will shoot this needle blight
All right.
for a 12.
12 hits.
Okay. For 6 damage.
Yeah, and how does this needle plate just go down in that case?
Just gonna shoot him in the chest and say, "You don't arrow me, I arrow you." And then I'll shoot at the Druid B.
Got it, and you can reapply your Hunter's Mark.
No, because I drew my bow.
Ah, fair enough. Look at you, following the rules.
I
23
tried.
hits for Druid B.
18. Oh, no, that's a hit, sorry. Be nice if I did 18 damage. 9 damage.
Awesome. Is that your turn?
That's it.
Awesome. Albert, it is your turn, sir.
That's a concentration spell he's casting, right?
Who?
The druid?
Druid C.
Entangle?
Druid C.
Oh, it's Druid C.
Yes.
I hit it with 3 magic missiles. Is it a concentration spell?
Yes, it is. I would like you to call that out. And then the first part, I should have also...
I thought it was
thought
B.
about-
That's why.
My fault.
No, B casted... B and A both casted...
Underwave.
Yes,
Mhm, that's
Thunderwave.
right. Yeah.
He rolled a 20, so the spell stays up.
He has to
Okay.
roll 3.
Yeah,
3,
got it.
so that's... Yeah.
Dang,
10
Magic
is the
Missiles is
minimum.
really good for that then, huh?
Yeah.
What is the 13? Okay, so he rolled a 15 and above for all of his. So, still entangled.
Cool.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Perfect.
Bonus action. Misty Step. To about. Let's say right here. And just so you can see the line I'm looking at doing. That's a straight shot, right?
Yeah.
Let's fly with the nukes again, I guess.
Not that one.
There it is.
Whoa.
Burn them all.
That is going to hit Chalo, just as a heads up.
But it's not on Chalo Square.
If I zoom in, it is definitely touching Chalo Square in the corner.
Okay,
If
what
you
about
hit
now?
if you hit A, you're going to hit Chalo.
I kind of want to see Chalo go berserk, to be honest with you. I kind of want to see Chalo wow out. But Chalo doesn't seem like he wants to be hit, so we'll just go ahead and do, we'll just go ahead and do
Not
this.
worth it.
I'm great. Yeah.
He's fine against his 2 druids. He'll be okay.
DC something or other saving throw.
What is it?
DC 15. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Berserker rolls a 2.
All right.
Cross that portent off. So yeah, what do you two guys roll?
Druid D rolls a 16 and Druid C fails.
Okay, so do you want 3 damages?
Yes.
How many D whatever?
Starting
is
with
this?
the Berserker. Should be 5d8.
8d6.
8d6.
$23 on the Berserker.
Awesome.
Who's this next one for?
C. We're just gonna. If you yeah, C's just gone. And then D passed. So go ahead and
So 7 on D.
7. Perfect.
That's my
Yeah. Yeah, Druid C just erupts in flames. The Berserker, as you launch this fireball at him, it lands right in front of his feet, but for whatever reason, the fire doesn't quite engulf him, but he does look rather singed in this case, and a little bloodied in that case. And Druid D somehow sidesteps a bit of this and comes out relatively unscathed in that case. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Chalo.
I'm very angry that my attacks didn't do as much damage as they should have, so I'm going to keep swinging at A.
Okay. That hits. That misses.
Alright, so this plus 2, 10.
Awesome.
And
Looks,
that's it.
looks pretty bloodied there. Bapef.
Bapef is going to cast Moonbeam at the 2nd level on Druid. Actually, on the Berserker. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on the Berserker.
That's a con saving throw, correct?
That is a Con 14 saving throw.
Got it. He fails.
He takes 17 damage.
Yeah, he still looks mighty strong for that much damage.
And I yell in Druidic at him, "Stay back, you foul person." That's my turn.
Awesome.
Wait, is Druidic actually a language?
Yeah, Druidic's a language.
Huh.
Awesome. So with that, the Berserker is going to make his movement. He's gonna take some mighty swings at you with his battle axe here. A 19 hits. 14 does not, I believe. Yes. No, it does.
Meets
hit.
beats.
Yes. All right. And you are going to take 15 damage from one of his swings and another 6 from another one of his swings. And he is just a hulking mass of man with a giant battle axe as he comes barreling at you.
And then what do I roll to maintain concentration?
It
Constitution?
is.
Check.
Yeah.
You have to roll
It's-
2. One of them's
Yeah.
gonna be
So it's 10 plus. Okay.
It's half damage, but the minimum is a 10.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I save 1, and then roll it again, and I save both.
nice.
And it is Druid A's turn. He is going to go ahead and move here. And he is going to, again, cast Thunder Wave. And we're just going to go ahead and... Why is the square overlay not working?
Here, I'll draw a square and you can move it.
I can't move. There it goes. I got it to work now. For E Bapef and Bazzlo, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
8.
I'm gonna use. Oh wait.
You're gonna use.
I was gonna use cutting words once he rolls damage, if it hits, but it looks like it does hit.
Yeah, Bapef, you're gonna go ahead and take or get knocked back and take 12 damage. And it does hit you, Bazzlo. So how does cutting words work exactly?
I can roll, and it subtracts the roll from their attack roll.
Okay,
I don't know what.
Yep, right there, Bapef.
And
Just
I
not
somehow
prone.
maintained my concentration.
Well, it's not just a con save. Ugh.
Expend one of my die. But it doesn't say what type of die I roll, guessing.
I'm gonna say it's a bardic inspiration die.
It's okay.
Since I'm
Probably.
using it. Oh yeah, I feel like we've been through this before.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. So 1d8, and it subtracts that. So it removes that much damage from whatever he does to me.
Okay, so you are still taking 6 damage.
Okay.
Alright. It's Druid B's turn. He is gonna go ahead and let's see what spellbook we got here.
Raptor rolled 14 damage on me. Oof.
Yeah, and he's just gonna go ahead and cast Shillelagh and take a swing at you, Chalo, with both hands. Boom. And he hits with a 20, not a natural. And you're gonna go ahead and take 9 quarterstaff damage. Again,
What kind of damage is that?
it's magical bludgeoning.
It's bludgeoning. It is a magical item.
So it's
Bludgeoning's
probably
like-
halved.
Halved, yeah.
Yep, so half of 9.
4.
And then it's Druid D's turn. And Druid D is gonna again take a step forward and cast another Thunder Wave. And I need con saving throws from Muurujin, Bapef, and Bazzlo.
17.
Not 17.
Nice. Actually saved something. Maybe.
I can't believe I'm maintaining concentration on this thing.
It's that autistic focus.
Yeah.
All right, and you are going to take 5 damage, Bapef. Muurujin, you're going to take 9, and Bazzlo, you're going to take half of 5.
Woof.
Is that 2 or 3? 2?
2. Shouldn't that knock you out, Bapef?
Almost. Not quite.
I can see your HP. I thought you were at like an 8 just a second ago.
Yeah, I
I
took
guess
5
almost did.
damage. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
How much did I take? I'm sorry. I missed
You're
it.
good. You took 5 damage as well.
Thank you.
Bazzlo.
Alright. I'm going to start with bonus action, healing word at the 2nd level on E Bapef.
And Bapef, give me 1 con saving throw for the actual moonbeam, please, sir. Because you did 1 for the hit, not for the... Thank you. And
9.
Bazzlo, yeah, you get 9 HP from Bazzlo.
And then going to cast Cautious Hideous Laughter on Berserker.
Cool. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving 15.
And he rolls an 18.
Womp womp. That's my turn.
Perfect. Muurujin.
Alright, Druid C's dead, so I'm assuming I'm no longer restrained.
Yeah, you guys are no
Yeah.
longer restrained.
Alright. But there's a Druid standing right next to me. So,
Whoa.
Bapef dies.
I'm going to move over here. And I am going to cast Scorching Ray at the 2nd level at the Berserker.
Awesome.
Let's see, where's that hit? 23 hits.
1 hit.
Okay, there's the damage for that. 2nd hit.
Definitely hits.
There's the damage for that. And the 3rd hit.
Hits.
Damage for that.
Awesome.
And then, let's see here. I'm going to burn through a spell slot for a quickened attack, and I'm going to use my breath weapon on Druid D.
Gotcha.
Actually, wait, let me see if I can draw a card and get more value out of this.
Right into Chalo.
Right into Chalo, dude. Trying to make him go crazy, dude. There's a lot of bad guys next to him.
It wasn't a challenge.
Alright, so all 4 of those targets need to make a con saving throw.
Alright. Druid A passes.
Yeah, so you take half damage on a pass.
Okay. So 15. Okay, so Druid A still is going down here.
I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on that.
Druid B, go ahead and roll it. He fails. Roll the damage for Druid B.
Sure.
12. Boom. He's looking hurt. And then, where is Berserker? Go ahead and give me that con saving throw. And he fails as well. Roll me the damage for the Berserker. 10. Awesome.
And then roll the damage for Chalo here.
Yep.
What was the save?
12, so you pass, so you take half this damage here.
Half a quarter of it. Take 2 damage.
It's not physical damage type, though.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold damage.
I think I am
Resistant to everything.
except for there's something I'm not resistant to.
Psychic, maybe? I feel like it's a barbarian thing.
Resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and
Magic.
poison.
Yeah, so
not
Physical
not magic
shit.
damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
physical stuff.
Okay, so 5 then.
Yep.
Perfect. And how does the barbarian and the druid die here?
They're engulfed in
And Berserker.
super cold blue fire, and they just shatter.
Perfect. And with that, Elzeiros, it is your turn. But as we go to the top of the order here, the Druids know they're quite beat handily here, and they start taking off. And I'll give you each opportunity of attack, Chalo, if you want to try to kill them. Same with you, Muurujin.
Yeah, but I just reread my thing, and it says with my Path of the Totem, I am resistant to all damages except psychic. Just want to correct that.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Knew it.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Okay, and I am going to start swinging. Hey, get back here!
It's attack of opportunity you said I get to have?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
4, 8, 12.
Druid B. So you cut down Druid B. And the last Druid. Go ahead and roll damage, Danny.
There's 2 damages with my quarterstaff, a 1d6 bludgeoning and a 1d8. I don't know what I'm supposed to click.
You're probably
Uh,
holding it with one hand.
Oh, so that's the 1d6, thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Perfect, and 3 damage. And then this Druid makes its way off into the woods and
Wait.
scurries away in that case.
Can I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter to try to stop the druid so we can capture it and ask it questions?
No, you can't. It's gone.
Does it disappear or die?
It disappears. He's gone. He flies off into the woods with his special druidic powers. He's gone.
Special druidic powers, aka fuck you no.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I'm glad you recognized that.
He goes raven form, flies away.
Exactly. Just he's gone. And Geo, I'm gonna need you to give me the path of the totem. Not that I say I don't trust you, but you've
The
had
bear.
yeah.
The bear, yeah. Are you talking? I can't hear you if you are.
I said hit or shoot me over what you're looking for, or your class features
The
there.
bears.
Yeah.
The bear,
just-
okay.
Yeah,
Totem of
because
the
not
bear
that I
barbarian.
don't trust you, but you have had a track record. So yeah.
We know you don't do it on purpose.
Yes, exactly. This isn't me saying I'm mad at you.
While
so-
raging, you have
Just
resistance
look
to
at
all
ass.
damage except physical damage.
Psychic.
Psychic damage.
Psychic
Yep.
damage. That's crazy. Right on.
And it's the tankiest barbarian path there is. They don't have massive damage like the other ones, but they're tanky as fuck.
Gotcha. Perfect. So with that, I'm glad you already had it pulled up, Zack.
Oh no, I was talking to Geo about building this character, and between Garton, he was either gonna go totem or the whatever magic one he went.
Makes sense. Awesome. So with that, you're all pretty beat up. For the 3 of you are pretty beat up in that case. If this is any indication of the fight that lays ahead, you might want to be a little more smart with how you handle the druids moving forward in that case. What would you guys like to do?
I would just like to talk to the party members. Get up here in a group so we're not talking too loud. You guys all right? Are you guys gonna make it?
The hell was that?
Once I cast my moonbeam, they really had it out for me.
Well, my instant thought is if the druids are this far north, have they perhaps taken the vineyard back already?
It's worth checking into because there's one
Is
stone left there.
It's
and
night.
they have a stone.
If
Yeah, but
Oh,
you think
mean as far as getting a place to rest. I see what you're
you'd
saying.
think the owners of the vineyard would be more on guard. I find it highly unlikely that it's been taken over again.
I mean, we're not the strongest, but I would say we're probably stronger than the folks running the vineyard. And these guys aren't easy. I think if a pack of druids just rolled up to the vineyard, they could probably take it out. But I don't know how much the stones help.
Is this just a long argument for us to get a good night's rest and a drink?
No, this is asking questions and creating RP situations. My friends.
Bapef's in the background as you guys are talking, casting Cure Wounds at the first level on himself for 7 healing.
And you guys are right here at this crossroads.
And we're the sun is going down, is way down at this point.
Yeah, but I mean the roads are clear. It's not like it's impossible terrain, but it is
Sorry,
getting dark.
Which crossroads? The one you just put a red dot on?
The one
Where
our
the party
party's
token
on.
is.
Okay.
Casting healing word on myself.
Oh, that blends in really well with the trees.
Yeah.
Womp.
I mean, we're not gonna make it before tomorrow or before tonight.
The
Right.
question, he rose a good point though. If we make our way to the vineyard and there's nowhere to rest there, we're going to have to fend off the night.
Well,
Yeah.
lads, I can build us a shelter if need be. We can maybe scout it out, and if it looks dangerous, we can take shelter in my hut.
Oh, you didn't. I've heard of this spell. I'm surprised someone of your intelligence was able to pick that up.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take that as a compliment there, Albert, but yes, seeing as I'm quite piss cold terrified of everything out in the woods, I wanted to learn how to make myself a nice cozy hut.
No, truly, that is amazing for someone of your ability to be able to do that. I can't wait to see if it will be able to keep the rain out.
Well, I'm excited, and gosh, I hope it does too. I've never casted it before, so I guess we'll find out.
Sounds good to me.
And with that, let's go ahead and take 5 minutes.
All right.
Sweet.
Albert's like, this damn bard can't cast spells. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait till the one-hit wonder drops about my tiny hut.
I still haven't. Bazzlo's tiny hut. It's a space for real close friends.
Tiny hut, oh tiny hut.
So what are we doing? Are we trudging on and sleeping in the hut? If need be?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Elzeiros? You haven't opened your mouth.
I mean, so our two options are going left or going right, essentially.
Well, it would be going straight or going back.
Yeah. I'm all for going forward. But unless there's something really critical we're going to find at the vineyard, I don't think there's a great reason to go there.
Well, so where the vineyard is, the Druids are behind that in that circle.
All right, you know what? I'm being an asshole. We need to do this in character. Well, yeah, that is our best lead, honestly. Those druids wouldn't be a bad option. All right, let's kill some druids. They made me mad anyways.
I need to heal myself then, because I look like crap.
You guys gonna take a short rest? You gonna carry on? I know you're carrying on, but is there the short rest in the future?
I would like a short rest. That attack I did, I cannot do it without regaining some strength.
I could do with one as well.
I could use one.
Just beware of that.
The
We
sun
should
is
rest.
going down quick.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I need you all to roll a d20 if you're gonna take your short rest.
So if I'm not going to take a short rest and the rest are, I don't have to roll a d20?
No, I just everybody
just a
needs
group
to roll
decision.
A d20. Yeah, it's a group decision.
Shit.
Oh, God. Maybe rolling is good, guys. Maybe that's opposite roll.
Yeah, opposite day.
Yeah,
maybe.
Maybe we want to
all
roll.
of all of you who how do we want to do this?
Madness inflicts you.
Yeah, I was about to say. So everybody who rolled below a 15, let's go to the wheel of madness here.
You want a D100 from all of us?
Yeah, let me pull up which one. which one I want to use here.
He's just gonna pick one.
Heartbreaking.
No.
Madness.
No, I'm just. Do, 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 do. Okay, go ahead and roll a D100, folks.
Who? We're all rolling?
No, if you are below a 15 on the D20 roll,
No Chalo, no Muru.
Pretty sure one of them
Everybody
is
else.
instant death.
Elzeiros.
Jalo just straight up collapses dead.
all right. So as the mist tightens around you after this brush with death, Bapef, you begin to just become stricken, and you fall to the ground and just lay there catatonically. I need you to go ahead and roll me a 1d10.
Four.
4 hours. So you are stunned for 4 hours. People will have to carry you.
You know what? That all things considered, not too bad.
Oh, wait, but that's just the first.
Chill.
That's just the first one.
And then Albert, go ahead and roll a 1d10, please. All right. For 4 hours, you begin to see vivid hallucinations through the mist. You think everything is coming to get you, and you just keep seeing these monstrous objects far, and you have a disadvantage on all ability checks for the next 4 hours.
We should have just went and fought the damn druids.
That's
Perfect.
kind of what we're doing.
Oh. I wanted to take a
And
short rest.
Bazzlo, give me a 1d10.
I didn't
Elzeiros
think you
still
would-
has to go too.
I didn't think sitting down for 30 minutes would make me go crazy. D10. My bad. Oh, great. Fucking great. Need 9 hours of something.
I'm thinking of
Miles,
comically
D100.
terrible things you could do for 9 hours.
What'd you say, Zach?
You gotta roll a D100 for your madness.
Oh, fuck.
Bazzlo, so with your 9 hours, you cannot cast spells. You begin mumbling and babbling
I feel
uncontrollably.
like that's not good.
Oh, wow.
And Elzeiros, you rolled a 4.
That's not good.
Uh,
That's really not good.
You're dead.
No, for the next 4 hours, you retreat into your mind and become paralyzed as the fogs start to encroach around all of you. So 2 of you are paralyzed, 1 of you can't cast spells, and the other is seeing shit. The other 2, how are you guys gonna overcome this journey?
Remember, I can't move. I don't think Elzeiros can either.
This is backcountry. We need to get out of here.
Oh, so Bapef just drops to the ground, right? And then
Mm-hmm. You see
Bazzlo's
Bapef
just-
stiffen up like a board and just
Okay.
fall over.
I'm gonna run over to Bapef and start poking him. Yo, Bape,
I don't
Hey.
respond.
are you awake? And I'm gonna look at the party and be like, does anyone know what happened to him? Did anyone see anything?
It's the woods.
Forget about
We
him.
should
I've
have done that
lost
at
my
night.
mojo.
Oh, you can't talk, Bazzlo. You can't make normal speech, buddy.
Oh, I can't? Oh, I thought I just can't cast spells.
Your normal
Oh.
speech
Your
as
tongue's tied.
Oh,
Wait, what? Albert,
Ugh.
can you make sense of what's going on?
There's shit surrounding us. Everywhere it's surrounding us. Look around. This is we can't stop here. This is bat country.
Back on.
Elzeiros? Have you gone mad too?
He's just sitting there quietly.
And then I'm gonna look at Mushu. Hey, please tell me you're still with us. Or
I
still with
have-
me?
I am. I have no idea what's going on.
Chalo, give me an insight check on Elzeiros.
Inside.
We do get our short rest though, right?
Yeah, you can just take your short rest for sure.
Awesome. So I can't play us a song to give us extra healing?
Chalo, as you look up and
Look
down
at your
on
spells. Is
Elzeiros,
it a verbal component?
You can't make whether heads or tails of what might be affecting him in this case.
Muru, it seems that we have a case of the crazies going on with the rest of our party.
I start shaking Elzeiros. Elzeiros, there's a bear. It's coming for you. It's coming out of the woods.
Roll to hit, Albert.
I don't want to hit him. I want to shake him. But
Roll to hit.
Okay, D20. Got a nat 1.
All right, it does not do any damage to Elzeiros.
I don't know if it's safe to continue on. I think it might be best if we just try to go back to the tower.
I'm gonna walk over to Albert, put my hands on his shoulders, and just say firmly, "Get a grip, man." And I'm going to lower my head and close my eyes and try to sense any sort of disability or something that seems to be amiss.
Hey, you get a grip, man.
Blah, blah.
It's behind you, Muru. Muru, it's coming out of the woods. Muru, it's gonna get you.
I turn around and look. Albert, there's nothing there.
No, it's there in the shadows. All in the shadows.
Alright, well, you keep an eye on those shadows for a second. I'm gonna walk over to Bapef and just kind of wave my hand in front of his eyes to see if his eyes will follow me.
Yeah, so as you wave your hands in front of Bapef here, he doesn't make any move to it. He just sits there, stunned in this case.
All right, I'm just gonna kind of poke and prod him with my tail.
Yeah, nothing happens to Bapef here.
I see.
Two of your party members are completely incapacitated. The sun is starting to completely set at this point in time.
I'm gonna pick up Bapef, put him on one shoulder. Does Elzeiros seem to like have a sense of what's going on, or is he just like
his eyes are wide open, but he seems like he's just not responding to any stimuli.
Tower.
I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna walk over with Bapef on my shoulder. I'm gonna grab him and put him on my other shoulder.
Okay, so how much does Bapef and our Elzeiros weigh here plus gear?
I think we said I'm like 220 pounds.
Albert's just going
He is
tower.
Elzeiros.
Tower. We need to go back to the tower.
Blah, blah, blah.
Are you going to be able to carry both of them? Is what I'm
I
getting
am.
at. Bapef is
I am.
220 pounds.
Yeah.
Miles,
So
how heavy
normal-
is?
Yeah. Go ahead.
He's aspect of the bear level 6. He has double his max carrying capacity.
What
My
is your
carrying
max
capacity?
carrying
Is
capacity?
420. So
420. You might not
so
be able
double
to carry
that.
it. So he's 220. Plus, what's all your gear?
64.
No. So. And
Wait,
what's
no,
all
that's
of,
yeah, that is my gear.
and then all of Bapef's gear.
But
it says weight carried.
All right, here. Look. I'm going to solve
So
this.
my base carrying capacity is 420, and then double it because of aspect of the bear. So it's
So your base is okay. You're still going to be walking through difficult terrain.
I mean, I think that's our only option at this point. I'm going to look at Muurujin and say, I think we get the party back to the tower and
Such
try
a
to.
clusterfuck.
I
I'm
agree. This
listen,
is
listen.
we have been debilitated, and Albert, come grab my hand. You too,
Hold on.
Bazzlo.
No, I'm gonna summon my horse.
No,
and
we are
carry-
walking.
There we go.
I'm
We
gonna.
gotta go. We
All right, let's go.
We gotta go.
This
So
is like
we
as if
retreat
we
back
all
to
went
the
to a
tower.
show. We're trying to get back to the cars and get home.
This is at 2 a.m. after pretty lights. Trying
Yeah.
to get back to the fucking.
All right, we're
Indeed.
retconning this. You're all fine. Let's get fucking moving forward. All right.
All right, all right. Holy shit! Lesson learned: don't
20
sleep in the
minutes
fog.
putting me through fake madness.
No, you still have your madness. Everybody was paralyzed. Chalo, you smack the shit out of Elzeiros. He takes 4 damage and he wakes up and he's just fine. You still can't cast spells, Bazzlo. Everybody who's been incapacitated, though, you got to move on.
I was enjoying saying nothing.
Can I talk though?
No,
you
you cannot speak.
You can use your fingers and hands and stuff.
Yeah, you are. I back to the tower.
Baby just sits up. Holy shit! What just happened?
Well, the whole plan was to have Bazzlo cast the tiny hut, but if Bazzlo can't cast the tiny hut moving forward, seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, we gotta just head back and try this again. Try to figure out what the hell just happened.
All right.
Unless you want us to move forward, in which case we're going to the vineyard.
You guys got to decide what happens here. You can go back or you can move forward towards the vineyard.
I feel like because we were attacked during the not broad daylight, but daytime, I think we're just going to get attacked no matter where we go while we're traveling.
There is not there's a chance either way.
Right.
So it's up to you, but if you go back as well, who's to say you're not going to get fucking attacked? That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm
Have we ever
saying.
not been attacked?
If we're trying to avoid being attacked, we could just do
But if
whatever.
Bazzlo can't cast spell for 9 hours, that means we're sleeping out here in the woods.
Yeah, which is like worst case scenario. We get to the vineyard. It's been overtaken by druids again, and
we have
don't
no
a
shelter.
and we have no shelter, and it's nighttime.
Yeah, we should head back to the tower. We probably should have just headed out in the morning anyways, but yeah.
Lesson
yeah.
learned. Jesus.
All right. So as you all start to turn around and head back towards the tower, the fog starts to thicken and envelop the path backwards. The way forward seems much clearer.
Forward we go.
Just about faces.
I point the other way.
All right, forward we go, I guess.
Fuck this game.
We were doing 360s and shit in the middle of the road.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow, this crossroads looks familiar.
Give me a group perception check. You have disadvantage, Zack.
I want to use lucky.
Of course, Bazzlo.
I'm gonna.
Hey,
pick
my
the
ears are
I'm gonna
working
pick the
great.
21.
I can't talk.
Your eyes, your eyes are fucking.
Yeah, eyes and ears
spot
are
on.
killing it.
Elzeiros, I need one more perception from you, sir.
Yep. All right. I see stuff this time.
Perfect. So as you all are walking through the woods here, it is getting darker. No one's lit torches, but maybe that's a good thing. You hear wolves in the distance. The woods next to you seem relatively quiet in this case. It seems like you have some clear road in front of you, sans the mist.
Albert's still twitching over his left and right shoulder, thinking he sees stuff in the woods.
Albert, come on. We're making our way there.
You know what? I'm just gonna close my eyes and put my hand on my shoulder, and you can lead me.
Very well.
We'll get
Perfect.
practice for warging.
So as you guys continue to walk through the woods here at night, has anybody lit any torches, or are we just going fucking no
I
light
cast
at all?
slide on myself.
Raw
Okay.
dogging.
Appears like a giant beacon.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
We're here, boys.
Awesome.
Well,
So who is
if they're there, they know we're here.
So from the road, as you as you peer out towards where you know the winery is, you can't quite make out if there's a flame or anything. You just kind of see the shadow of the winery up on top of the hill. It's too misty to see that far out.
Is this the place?
Yeah, this is the place. You see that silhouette over there? That's the winery.
Okay. Well, I think we just hope for the best.
That's pretty much all we can do at this point, right?
Yeah,
Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and approach the winery then. At that point,
Very cautiously, trying to see if there's anything amiss.
Or if there's lights too.
perfect. So let's go ahead and do something real quick here. Find the right fucking map.
You know, we should inquire as to if these people at the vineyard have horses so we can get around quicker.
Perfect. So you see the spot here. You guys make your way to the winery, and you somewhat get lost in the mist. And you come up on the western side of the winery somehow. In this case, you can see the well, the western wall as well. Again, it's overgrown with moss and things of that nature, as you well remember. Go ahead and place your character tokens kind of on the edge of that map there, if you guys are going to do this cautiously.
All right.
Well, half of you fucking placed your tokens inside the
They
goddamn...
auto start in the middle of the map.
Well, if you...
Depends on where you're looking.
Yeah. Where
Oh,
you're
you can drag it and drop it? No.
You gotta like zoom into a spot that you can see and then spawn
Yeah,
it.
and it'll
Oh.
center on it, yeah. Perfect. Everything seems pretty deadly quiet in this case. Who wants to go first?
Deadly quiet.
Deathly quiet. Deathly quiet.
I'm gonna start approaching it very slowly and trying to see if there's any signs of life.
I'm gonna go behind Chalo quietly and be like, "Be quiet. If there's anything amiss, let us know."
Perfect. Go ahead and give me give me a dexterity check for your quietly, Mr. Barbarian.
You said a stealth check?
Yes.
Wait.
So
Wait. One of my species traits is that if I roll a 1 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, I can reroll the right dice. But I must use the new one.
The new rules?
No, this is old rules.
New roll, whatever
new
rule he-
roll.
he,
Oh.
yeah.
Can't get much worse than a 1.
Yeah. Seems redundant.
all right, well, you still fail your stealth check. You crack on a bunch of twigs and
God.
this big lumbering barbarian almost falls over and then catches himself as he gets closer to what seems to be the outhouse.
I quietly yell over. I said quiet, Chalo. Jeez.
I don't know how much quieter I can get. Are there any windows here? What can I see?
Yeah, so you just see the wall here. There's no windows. If there are, they're quite well boarded up tightly. Again, the mist is really thick right now in this case. Yeah.
What if I move right here? Do I see the front door at least?
I mean, you see the door and the stairs right there. Yeah. For the rest of you, you can make out Shallow's silhouette in this case, but not much more.
I'm gonna keep moving ahead just to keep him in my view.
I'm just gonna walk up to the door. I'm gonna knock. Hello? Is there anyone home?
You give me a perception check. Awesome. So as you knock on the door, you hear the flutter of wings within the winery, and you're gonna go ahead and actually pretend like you can't see the inside of it at this point. We're just gonna go ahead. But you do hear the flutter of wings, and you hear people inside, or at least some kind of movement, not people.
You said wings? There's like flutter?
The flutter of wings, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking back to my party. Be like, quietly, I'm gonna be like, did your friends here by any chance fly or have wings?
No, there were crows in the area looking at us when we were here last. It's the only birds that I know of in this area.
All I heard was flying creatures in there. Should this place be lively? I think if it's a winery, you might expect any.
Not at this hour.
Not at this hour? Okay, well, we got two options. We can stay out here as it gets darker, or we can go inside.
I mean, no reason not to rest inside if we have the opportunity.
And since our tiny hut is not available, I think we only really have one option.
It's dangerous out here. Lurking in the shadows. There's everything.
All right, well,
the people that live here know us, so as long as we don't scare the piss out of them, we shouldn't be unwelcome.
If they're
I did knock.
still in there.
I did knock and no one came up to the door, so kind of alarming. All right. Stay close.
I'm
going to stay not that close to Chalo.
Awesome. So as Chalo goes and tries to push the door open, it's locked pretty firmly in this case. Again, you hear the rustle of wings on the inside, Chalo, but the door is locked.
The door is locked?
The door is locked.
Yeah, I can try to break this down, but it's locked, guys. We got to find another way in, or I can just try pushing it in.
Well, being that this is right next to the latrine, I think it's the back door.
Why don't we try to go around the front?
Yeah.
That's probably a good move. You know what?
You still trying to be stealthy there?
No, we're not. We're not going to be stealthy.
So we're done being stealthy, is what I'm hearing. Then
we're walking quietly.
This is our quiet walk. This one right here.
This is our quiet walk. Okay, got it.
This sneaky movement.
Perfect. So yeah, you come around and you hear again. Everybody hears the cawing of a raven on top of the winery here, and you get to the front door. Give me a perception check, whoever's leading the way. Elzeiros, you just staying behind, or you?
No. Yeah, actually, you know what? As the group goes inside, I want to take another look at the woods around us.
Perfect, Chalo. With that, you can't really quite make out anything. You do hear the raven, but that's about it. And go ahead and give me. I hate to overuse the fucking perception check, but that's.
It's the most used check in D&D. It's just factual.
Yeah. It's just kind of annoying almost. But yeah, Elzeiros, go ahead and give me a perception check as well.
All right. Nope.
Yeah, you with your keen sense of hearing and eyesight, it seems to be unable to penetrate the fogs as it tightens around you.
Well,
You guys hear those crows, right?
There's a difference
that's
between crows
all
and
I
ravens.
hear. That's
by the
kind of
way.
concerning. And they go ahead and knock again. Hello? Anybody home?
Yeah. So as you knock on the door, you don't really get anything. Maybe it's an unfamiliar voice that's speaking up.
Guys,
Is there a voice though?
I'm talking about Chalo.
Should someone be opening the door?
I don't know. We're visiting their house past dark. Maybe they just don't want to open the door. If I remember correctly, to the right of these doors is like a side entrance. Perhaps it's where the granary comes in, or where they put the silos, something. I forget exactly what
Give me a history check, buddy.
Because we fought in that room.
Are there any lights on in the windows?
14?
14. So with that, you remember that where they loaded up the wine carts is just around the corner, and it leads to kind of an open bay. And Elzeiros, from what you have seen so far, it doesn't seem to be any lights that are peering through the shuttered windows.
Bazzlo whips out a pen and paper, and he writes down, "It's Bazzlo and the gang. Please let us in."
You have
with
a
my ink
pen?
pen. I slide it under.
Quill?
Yes,
can
I have
use a
ink,
quill.
an ink pen, and a piece of paper. I slide it under the door and give it a knock, 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 the friendly kind.
So as you put down your pack and start rummaging through it for ink and parchment, and you begin to write things down, it takes about 10 minutes for you to get your bearings and do this. What is everybody else doing?
Bapef, hearing all these ravens, is going to sit down, crisscross applesauce, and begin casting Speak with Animals in an attempt to eavesdrop on the ravens.
How long does that ritual spell take to?
It is one action.
Just an action? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody else?
Albert's just going to keep staring off into the darkness and losing his mind. They're out there, the bears, the owlbears. There's owlbears in this country.
Perfect. And I need everybody to go ahead and give me a group perception check.
Since it's a 115.
Awesome. So as you guys all start to do these different things, you start to hear footsteps coming from inside of the winery again, and you hear a door open, and it starts to flood the area out here with light in this case, and you all are gonna need to say hello to Damien. So
Not roll initiative.
It's Strahd, and he's come to kill you.
Gentlemen, what the fuck are you doing? Who is this squat man with no shirt on?
Excuse me, kind sir. Forgive our rudeness. But my name is Chalo, and I believe you know my friends over here, and I point to the gang.
Come inside. Come inside. What are you?
Thank you, Damien.
At this hour of night.
It's a whole thing.
Yes, and Damien pulls you in, douses the torch, and takes you to an inner room here. There is no light in that case, but there does seem to be a table. He seemingly knowing his way through the dark here, says to be quiet and just follow him. He lights a small candle and beckons you all to sit down. And Bazzlo, you still can't talk, by the way.
By the way, I pick up my piece of paper that I had slid to the door on our way to the living room because I want to keep that bad boy.
Okay, got it. So you all sit down. Damien looks rather confused. And he's like, what are you all doing out after night in Barovia? What was the idea there?
We are apparently idiots. There's many things out there in the dark. There's many things. Bears, owlbears, bats.
If you've seen an owlbear, I'd really like to know, because I haven't seen an owlbear in this neck of the woods.
Many bears, many owlbears.
My companion here, Albert, seems to grow a little bit more what should I say, paranoid than usual. He thinks there's things out there, not that there isn't, but we haven't quite seen any of the monstrosities or monsters that he's been
Damien looks at Albert as he's just kind of like babbling on, and then just goes ahead and gives a giant clap in front of Albert's face. Hey man, get it together, all right?
Huh? Do I get it together?
Sure, why not? Whatever, it jars you out of the madness. Bazzlo, you still can't, but you're gonna still roll disadvantage.
Yeah, Bazzlo has 9 hours. We only had 4.
Albert acquires 1 together.
Oh shit. Listen, a lot has happened.
What happened in Vallaki? How did the wine delivery go?
The wine delivery went fine. Went great.
Actually, that's the most that part went the best.
Then there was an uprising.
What do you mean that's the part that uprising?
There was an uprising.
What do you mean?
Lady Wachter has killed the Baron and his wife.
Oh, God, I won't say I missed the Baron, but Lady Wachter, that's... tell me more.
Well, we were in no way involved, but it would seem that...
Give me a deception check.
Nat 20.
Why'd you have to do it?
Nat 20, he believes everything I'm about to tell him. Listen, we were no way involved, but we took the wine delivery and we came back. We were traveling around town. All of a sudden, it started going crazy. There's somebody that went in and took out a lot of the Baron's guards, and Lady Wachter has killed the Baron and his wife. It would appear that she is aligned with Strahd.
That's quite interesting, Albert. And he rummages through his pocket, pulls out a little scroll. You said you were in no way involved. My brother says somewhat differently, but I guess I will trust you. Maybe his ideas are a little flawed. We do have had a falling out before, but
it appears that maybe we've been framed in some manner. I don't... It definitely wasn't our fault.
At least, not our intention.
Yes, what he said. Not our fault or intention.
What are you doing back here? Have you gone to Yester Hill by chance?
We are trying to make our way there. We were hoping we could make it here by nightfall, and we seem to have miscalculated a bit. Yester Hill is our next stop. We would like to be able to rest here for the night, if possible. We want to A, regain your stone, and B, see if we can't progress ourselves a little further.
What do you mean, progress yourselves in this case?
We were told some words for some people that would perhaps help us remove ourselves from this place, and we are working towards that goal.
Absolutely. Well, but by all means, you're allowed to stay here for the night. Please be quiet. My wife and children are up above, and well, I'm sure they're awake, at least on some level. Just be quiet as you possibly can.
And I would perhaps like to amend my statement, since you've been truthful to me. We may have had some involvement, but we did not intend for the outcome that came of it.
I figured as much. Intentions are important. I won't say that Lady Wachter coming to power is a good thing, but these things tend to happen in Barovia, and I'm typically quite aware of the goings on as much as you can imagine in that case. But you have also been rather honest with me, and I appreciate that, and I thank you for taking the wine. Um, I think it's maybe I come a little clean with you as well. Um, I'm a part of a group known as the Keepers of the Feather in this case. Um, I am what you might call a shapeshifter of a sort. Um, I am a were-raven, and so is the rest of my family. Um, we have been resisting Strahd for quite some time. The wine is that's a part of that plan. So as you can imagine, one of the only things that brings happiness in Barovia, or at least some semblance of it, is rather important. Um, your decisions with Lady Wachter have hindered some things, but again, we would be remiss not to at least give you our aid if we can. I just must ask that you keep what I'm telling you here a secret, and maybe ask either me or my brother in Valaki before you make such rash decisions again. I know we haven't been quite truthful with you, but as you can imagine, we need to be quite secretive about our intentions.
That's completely understandable. I think if you're being truthful with me, I think we do share a common goal at this point. As you'll notice, we've lost one of our own in the process of fucking up at Valaki.
It happens, and I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised more of you haven't fallen. You have my condolences in that case. We can talk in the morning if you would like to get some rest now. But just know you do have some friends in this case. If you do see ravens trailing you at a point, just know that it's probably us.
Ah, those are the ravens. It all makes sense now.
Yes, we've been watching your forays through since you've got to Valaki in that case. So we've been keeping tabs on you along the way. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't get to you in time with your Lady Wachter. Things moved very quickly once you made it back with the wine. Sure, you can kind of understand.
Yes, very understandable.
Absolutely.
It is comforting knowing that those ravens were not from an enemy.
Yes, so we try our best, but again, I must caution you, not all ravens might be your friend, but more likely than not, it'll be one of us.
I do have many questions about how a were-raven works, but I believe for the night we are spent, we don't wish to interrupt you, but we should talk in the morning.
Yes, absolutely. We can talk through your plans for Yester Hill.
Very well. I think we'll just make ourselves comfortable on this hay.
Perfect. So is there anything anybody wants to do before you bed down for the night here? And I am going to allow you guys to do another full rest in that case.
Before bed, I'm assuming Bazzlo has his voice lost till morning. He's still got like 5 hours left on that.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to talk until then.
So does he leave the room?
Yeah, he gets up and shuts the door behind you. You guys are sitting in quite a dark room, except for the one lit candle in Muurujin's light spell.
It's expired by now, I think.
Gotcha.
Gentlemen,
give me 1 second. I'm gonna unplug my headphones.
I got no snare in my headphones.
Okay, cool. I'm back.
Gentlemen,
okay, maybe I'm not back.
I think one of us should still be
awake for the night. I do feel this is a person we can trust, but it's better to err on the side of caution.
That is entirely fair.
Yes, if he's to be believed that he's aware anything, there is an aspect to that is not controllable.
Actually, let's look at our calendar real quick, folks.
Yeah, so I think it might be one day ahead of where it's at right now.
Where is the calendar? Here it is. What is our moon cycle? We're at a half moon and going down, so I think we're okay, assuming we're Cravens act on the same shit as the other ones. I don't know. But it doesn't seem like they rely on the full moon for their power if they can follow at will during the daytime.
Again, Barovia is not your normal place.
Yeah, the creatures here are not normal. So yes, I believe we should have a sleep cycle for tonight. And is there anything we want to discuss before going to bed? I'm glad to see this place hasn't been overrun again.
And I'll say you're lucky it hasn't been overrun. You made the right decisions.
We made the right decisions, or you said the fog was behind us?
E Bapef gets a strange feeling and says to the party, "I feel like we've made the right decisions."
Yeah, no. If you even if you would have turned around and came back, you would have been fine. But there was a timer on this place.
Oh, if we went to the Hags and just fucked off for like 3 or 4 days, we could have missed it.
Yep, exactly. And you still would have got the chance to go to Yester Hill, but the winery would not have been in such a pristine condition.
We made a good decision, y'all. Look at that.
That's what he says, but we've probably made 4 bad ones to get
On the way.
There's no bad decisions, remember that. So
Only fun ones.
You can't lose at D&D. Remember that.
exactly.
I recall Theron losing 2 weeks ago.
Fucking getting center.
Yeah, but you always get to respawn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we should have just kicked Geo out of the group for the rest of the time. That would have been the real punishment.
Yeah, he would have
right?
loved that.
Jeez.
No, he has to sit and listen and
That's
just
D&D
not comment.
hardcore. If your character dies, you're done.
Peace, dude. We're no longer friends.
Could have turned him into a pig to carry around or something, and it's like.
I could imagine doing like a 6 or 10 session, something like that, like hardcore, to where you get
Just
down
a
to
gauntlet.
Yeah, as long as it's
Yeah.
short.
Yeah, you can't make it take a year or 2, but you could definitely do like a 4 session, just like super hardcore fucking battle thing. When your brethren die, you get a fucking buff.
You get a boof, eh?
You get a boof. When your brethren die, you boof them, and then you get their strength.
Doesn't cost anything when you do that.
Free if you boof it.
-1 to movement.
But no, is there anything you guys want to talk about?
Who's standing watch tonight?
I think Els can do
not me.
4 hours, right?
Probably not.
Yeah. I only need 4 hours of sleep, so I can work whatever.
So if we do that, we need 2 more. I can stand watch for 2 hours.
I can do 2 as well.
I'll do the first 2. We'll have Els in the middle, and then Chalo at the end.
Cool.
Works for me.
All right. So as you take watch, Albert, and your fellows begin to bed down and pass off into sleep, you stare out the window or one of the slits in the shutters. You begin to see that glowing green light start to swell, and you start to see figures, pale and green, march off towards the castle. You can't quite make it out, but one of them seems eerily familiar, wearing cloth, as a holy person would in this case. And you slowly start to see that figure trudge down the road, alone at first, and then gathered with more adventurers of the Fallen in that case.
Fuck this place.
Agreed. Maybe write that down. That's all I'm gonna say to you.
Write down that I saw Theron leading the march.
Yeah, or becoming a part of the march.
His ghost
Okay.
is going to help us later on take down the castle.
No, probably not.
Oh.
If we could figure that out, we could get them all to help.
But it is a clue. I'll put it out that way. And Albert's the only one who knows that as of right now. So. Perfect. So the rest of the watchers go off without a hitch, and you all begin to awaken and stir. You start to hear the little pitter patter of feet in some of the adjacent rooms, and it sounds like people are going about to start doing some chores. You hear some squishing of what is probably, or what you can assume is grapes being smashed. And Damien walks in as you all start stirring from your rest in this case.
Good
Gentlemen,
morning.
I trust your rest was at least somewhat rejuvenating.
Much better than the rest we took out in the middle of the road.
Yes,
Right, I can talk.
Oh, joyous day. Bazzlo has found his voice again. Hooray, hooray.
Yeah. Did y'all miss my singing voice?
Singing? Oh. Was that what that
I didn't know you
was?
had one of those.
Yeah. Well, you know the thing where I put the words together and heal all of your asses. Yeah. That's what I'd say that is.
Huh. Interesting. I'll have to
Oh.
take note of that. Bapef writes down something on his hand.
That's not singing. That's, I think what he's doing is called mumble rap.
Well, I'm leaving you out of the one-hit wonder there, Albert.
So, gentlemen, what is the plan for the morn?
Well, we're gonna have to get ourselves fed for the day, and we were planning on heading over and dealing with those druids. Perhaps getting the stone for this winery back.
If you could find one of the gems, or both of them, we would be quite forever indebted to you, and I think Barovia would also be quite indebted to you.
I know we've asked you before, but I'm assuming they emanate some magical essence. What exactly do they look like?
So they're quite little gems in this case. They're not much bigger than a fist, so I guess it is quite a large gem if you think about it. One of them is green, in that case, almost emerald looking. It's not cut like a faceted stone, but it is quite a large object in that case. The other is yellow. To which took, I couldn't tell you.
Go ahead.
Might I ask, what sort of power? What can we do with these if we get them back to you? Is there anything you could do to help us with our goal of leaving this place?
I mean, we would help you in your fight against Strahd in whatever way we could. I don't think the gems would be rather useful for you, to be quite honest.
Okay.
I look at Bazzlo, and I look at the rest of the group. I feel my position has shifted. Perhaps my primary goal is maybe not to leave this place at this moment. Perhaps my primary goal is to make Strahd pay for what he's done to us.
Has that not been the goal all along?
No, my goal has been to get the fuck out of here. I just wanted to leave. Now I want revenge.
Well, I think that's the first thing I've ever agreed with. After what they did to Theron, I say we kick his ass.
Gentlemen, I wouldn't put the cart before the horse. As you can see, almost every night in that case, can't say this hasn't been tried before.
I've seen the Army of the Dead, and it seems that our friend has joined it.
Our friend has joined.
What do you mean?
Last night when I was on watch, when the Army of the Dead rose, the character that appeared first before my eyes, it appeared to be Theron.
That's pretty messed
All
up.
the more reason to take down Strahd and get out of this place.
He wouldn't want his soul to be stuck in that godforsaken army walking the nights.
That's for sure.
That
He's
is
probably
true.
miserable right now.
Or having the time of his life. I mean, we don't know what they do when they're not parading.
That's right. How long, he's only got a 4-hour shift.
Is there anything you can tell us about the druids that surround the hill and the area itself?
Well, let me pull out a map some of my kin have made for us. Let's go ahead.
When you pull up the map, I'll roll my portents.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Perfect. So he rolls out the map onto the table here. Well, you'll see that the road up into Yester Hill is, how shall we say, quite visible. There is a couple of different defenses that go around the hill as well. So it really makes the march there go through one road, which is quite unfortunate, I will say that. In the middle, there are cairn stones as well as quite a large statue, which we see some of the druids doing rituals around. And then beyond that, there is the Gulthias tree. Quite a large tree in this case. We've never been able to get too close to it, though. But the druids do seem to worship in and around that area.
Can you tell me how a were-raven works?
Well,
compared to my just knowledge of like werewolves and lycanthropy.
Yeah, well, he looks at you. Well, if you would like a demonstration, I can show you how it works.
I absolutely would, and I pull out my book to take notes.
Awesome. So Damon walks kind of to the head of the table where there's some space between the table and the door. You see him begin to shake, and you hear what seems to be a little bit of bones creaking and cracking, and you start to see feathers protrude from his skin in that case, as he starts to slowly transform, and quickly more so, transform into a life-sized raven, much larger than the typical raven that you have seen following you at this point in time, though.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's a big bird.
Can you speak in this form?
He kind of like cocks his head to the side at you and just gives you a caw, demonstrating that probably not.
Understood. And so you can do this at any time, huh? Very well.
Bapef walks
I'm
up
just
to
taking
him.
notes, and I'm looking at him and studying him and just walking around him and looking.
Bapef's right there with him, just peering. looking at all his
And I'm
features.
drawing a little picture of a werecrow and like the transformation, and I'm just you see Albert perk up for the first time in a couple of days, like that he's getting new knowledge and new understanding of something.
And go ahead and do a intelligence check to see how well a note you take there for that. You as he transforms into this large raven type beast, he does mutter one word, and it's corn. But other than that, it's just cause in this case. And with that intelligence check, you get a pretty good description of the process as well as diagrams of the change in that case as well.
Very interesting. Very interesting. And can you change back at any time?
He looks at you again and lets out a caw corn, and starts to like bones creak and the feathers start to fall off. Some of them, others tend to start to recede back into his skin. And he looks quite exhausted after the transform back rather quickly, and he seems a little out of breath, and he puts his hand on the table. Yes, I can change back.
Wow, that really takes a lot out of you. Are your powers dependent upon the moon cycle at all, or stuff that's common in other forms of your condition?
I have never known it to be part of the moon cycle here, but yeah.
I didn't know it'd be so taxing, but I appreciate you showing me it. I believe I can trust you more now.
Well, I showed you yours. Show me. I showed you mine.
Oh, kinky.
Will you let me get a 300 gold gilded flower? I just want to summon Fae. I want that spell.
Well, maybe one day.
Okay, then I just
You're a good wizard.
start fire in my hand and show him fire in one hand, and then in the other hand I show just cold emanating off of it, and like
Gotcha.
icicles.
Interesting. And do you need a flower to get what's his name back or Silver back?
No, Silver's back.
Okay.
I can just summon.
Cool.
No, it's summon Fae it's like conjure elemental or
Gotcha.
I get a little sidekick that can actually fuck shit up.
Got it. Well, anything else you would like to understand? I guess.
Is there a big bad down there? Is there who leads these druids? Do you know?
Quite honestly, I believe they worship Strahd. As far as the leader, I'm not quite aware of one. They're quite a loosely knit band of some of the remnants of a long lost tribe of druids here.
Well, gentlemen, is there anything else we have before we head out? Would it be possible to? How are your food supplies? Could we perhaps have breakfast here? Is that asking too much?
We haven't been able to make the trip back to Vallaki here recently. I'd rather not part with any food if I can't help it at the moment.
That's very, very understandable. I will eat my own food.
I will say, gentlemen, Strahd has been seen coming and going from Yester Hill from time to time. I don't know if he'll be there when you make it, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. Something does seem important about that place to him.
Yeah, last time we ran into him, he really gave us a proper thrashing. Hope he's not there.
We didn't touch any of you guys.
No, part of it is him appearing.
He fucked me up in a dream. I guess.
But he did hit some other
Yeah,
people.
he hit some other people.
Yeah, anybody anything else we want to ask the mans?
I'm ready to press forward.
Awesome.
Perfect. With that, though, we are going to go ahead and end the session for the week.